Welcome back. Now that we covered some basic motions, we're going to do some editing. So we're going to close the motions file and open up 020 editing. So with editing, we're going to be going into insert mode. Now to enter insert mode, we're going to press I. And so insert mode is nice because it's familiar, because once you're in insert mode, then it's just like typing in a traditional editor, nothing fancy going on. But what's interesting with Vim is there's multiple ways to enter insert mode. So we're going to go through this one. We're able to enter characters like we would in a traditional text editor. And if we move the cursor to the start of the word jumped in the sentence below, we press I to go into insert mode and then fill in anything we want. So we're going to go down here. So we have the quick brown blank jumped over the lazy dog. So we move to the word jumped. We press I to enter insert mode. And then the expression is the quick brown fox over the lazy dog. So I'll type in fox. I'll hit a space. And I made my edit and I'm done. So what I'm going to do now is hit escape. So every time we make an edit, we're going to hit escape. And escape is going to bring us back to normal mode. Now, it's really important once we're switching between normal mode and insert mode, you always hit escape immediately after you're done with your edit, and then you use normal mode to navigate. So let's say, for example, we wanted to change something in this paragraph and add the fox. So let's say we want to return to normal mode and then whatever. We don't use the arrow keys to go down here and then go over here and then type fox. That's not how it works. Instead, what we do is we make our edits here in insert mode, then we hit escape, then we use normal mode to navigate over to where we want to go, and then make another edit. So it's always just a bunch of little small micro edits. You're in normal mode, quick insert mode, make a change, back to normal mode, navigate to where you want to make the next change, insert mode again, and you just keep repeating that. Normal, insert, normal, insert, normal, insert. So next we're going to go to number 2, and I'm undoing some things. We're going to get to undoing eventually. So if you want to do undo right now, you just hit U to undo. So anything you type, you just type U real quick and it undoes it. It performs an undo. So it's like hitting Ctrl+Z. We'll go into more details about undo later. So on number 2, so we have multiple ways to enter insert mode. We use A. A is for appending. So right now my cursor is on the letter M, and if I hit I, insert mode starts right before the letter M. Now, if I do the same thing, I position my cursor to the M, and I hit A, it's going to append. So it's going to enter insert mode after the M. And so what we're going to do here, we're going to complete the sentence below by moving the cursor to the end of the sentence, and then append text using A. So I'm just going to go down here to the very end, and then I'm at the last word, so I'm going to hit A. Sunsets by the beach are great. And so A is cool because you can, for example, let's say we want to add something after the word sunsets. We can combine E and A. So we know E goes to the end of the word. And now my cursor is at the end, and then we hit A, and we can start typing. So if you do that, if you're using Vim normally, you would just do it quick. So you just go boom, EA, and you're in. And so then you can start typing in whatever you want. So again, just like with the motions, we need to do lots and lots of practice. So just go in and out of insert mode using I to do at the cursor position, and A for appending. And then just take a few minutes practicing that. You can pause the video, or like I said before, you can also finish the whole video and then come back and practice on this file on your own. Next, we're going to go to section 3, or part 3. So when we do edits, we're not restricted to just being in insert mode. So with a traditional editor, you would kind of always be in insert mode. And if you want to delete something, like let's say we just want to delete this letter S, you would select it and then hit backspace. And that's like a traditional editor. With Vim, we don't have to do that. We can just hit X, and that's going to delete a character. So if we want to get rid of this letter S, we just hit X, boom, and it's gone, just like that. And we're still in normal mode, so it doesn't actually change modes. All it does is it just deletes the character. And you can think of X like you're Xing something out. So if you notice, a lot of these, not really the motions, some of the motions, but the motions and a lot of the commands, they have like a mnemonic. So I is for insert, A is for append, X is like Xing it out, W is words, and then B is back. So it all sort of makes sense in its own way. So for this one, we need to use X to delete the extra letters out of the sentence. We have some misspelled words, so I'll just delete those out. So we have too many E's here. We have too many S's, too many T's, and that looks pretty good. And that'll do it for the X. X is one of the simpler things because it just does one thing. You just hit X and it deletes the letter. There's not really too much to it. The only real thing with X is just remembering that it's there to use. Next, we'll go on to number 4. With number 4, we can use R. So we have this new syntax here where we have the curly braces. So this syntax would be, you're going to replace it with whatever's in there. So we have R as our command, curly braces, char. So that's short for character. So R and then any character. So that's what that means. And I'll explain each one as they come up. So what R is going to do is replace a character. And so we can use that to fix spelling errors, for example. So here we have this fix the spelling in the sentence. So we have coffee is a beloved beverage. This should actually be an O. So we do R-O. Now replace that with an O. We're still in normal mode. So it doesn't change it to insert mode. It just stays in normal mode. And then we can move on to the next one. So this should be fur with an O. And then this should be an S. And then flavor with an O. And then caffeine, those should actually be O's instead of zeros. And so we can use R to really quickly fix spelling errors, or we can use it to replace certain things. And there's lots of usage for R. And again, it doesn't enter insert mode. So you can just navigate to wherever you want and then do R and then replace it. And then you can keep navigating to the next location. So now number 5, if we use a capital R, we're going to enter replace mode. The replace mode is kind of like a little miniature mode, and it's like having insert mode. So with insert mode, we type things and all the text is scrolling over. If we hit R to enter replace mode, it's going to be replacing whatever text that we have there. And so we're going to use replace mode to change the little surrounding bars on this section. We're going to change them from dashes to equals. If we go to the beginning, I'm just going to do a capital R, and I'm just going to hit equal several times. And there we go, I just replaced it. And I can do the same thing for the bottom. I can do capital R, and just hit equal a few times, and there we go. And so now our little section bars are a little bit bolder and easier to see. And that'll do it for insert mode and basic edits. I'll see you in the next one.